think the Netherlands are going to get a lot of open looks from 2 in this one.
Let's get it on. Pool D action from Ulaanbaatar. Inside they go to Swiss Khalifa, and he is fouled by Worthy. Nathan Jurkovic, a high flyer, him and his brother, Thomas Jurkovic, along with Jonathan Dubas on the floor now.
Swiss go into their sides right away to start the game, and then get an offensive rebound as well.
A quick 2 fouls, not even 10 seconds in on the Dutch. This one not a shooting foul, so they'll take it out up top. Thomas Jurkovic.
You got some drizzle outside the stadium.
I heard a little bit of rain. Getting some light showers here, but don't anticipate that we'll have any issues with the floor. Just light showers at the moment.
I don't think it's going to turn into a thunderstorm yet again. Let's hope not.
Full-on monsoon hailstorm.
Yeah, that was a lot of rain we had 2 days ago.
But I welcome
during
that
the game for the Netherlands.
So I welcome the cool breeze. Worthy. That too, man. You hate those as a shooter. That looked like it was right on line, but it will trickle out. And Netherlands still looking for that first bucket. They'll have to defend now as the Swiss trying to find a hole in the defense. Dropped off. Oh, Dubas can't finish it, but another foul. So a foul-heavy opening for the Netherlands. No points and 4 fouls. Driesen responsible for a couple of them.
That might come back to haunt the Netherlands right there at 4 fouls. We've been playing for less than a minute. You don't want to get to 7. You definitely want to get to 10. And again, the referees have called a very tight game this week. You have to adjust to that.
They have indeed. You got to adjust on the fly. Be smooth. Driving left. Pulled up on him, but couldn't knock it down. Playing through the rain. Nobody making it rain under the canopy yet. Driesen left alone. Not going to take a lot of twos. He's going to leave that up to Dimes. Van der Horst right on cue, but right off line. Into the hands of Red. Swiss. Here comes Kazadi. His mid-range game has not been so effective so far. Van der Horst down in the post office. He ain't got no man.
Netherlands have gotten some decent looks, just have not been able to finish their shots.
Scoring has been problematic, both teams. And Kazadi will get around Van der Horst for the second Swiss bucket. Be smooth, cross court to Dimes. And a quick foul by Dubas.
Yeah, that's a take foul. He needed a substitution. And the Swiss get a chance to reset their defense here.
De Jong coolly steps into that 2 attempt. And another narrow miss. A couple of them been right on line and just spit out. Kazadi. He and Alberts dueling. Jurkovic, no good. Thomas hustling one down. He's going to find Kazadi, who does convert inside. 3-0 Switzerland.
Swiss are winning the battle of the boards right now. They're getting every single rebound with their size, their length, their athletic ability, especially Nathan and Thomas Jurkovic. Look, this is a battle the Dutch are going to have to try to at least make physical with them.
Yeah, that plays in Switzerland's favor. They are the more sizable team. They want this to be a one-point scoring game, a physical contest, a low-scoring game.
Yeah, and they want to get more possessions out of those rebounds, right? You want to get more shots up than the Netherlands.
That foul called on Dubas. Now Switzerland. I was talking about the Netherlands having some foul issues. Switzerland have now passed them with 5.
And it's a hackathon early.
Hopefully we'll get some more offense, less hacking. Kazadi inside. Dubas. Smooth Swiss connection. And a 4-1 start. Van der Horst. Can't get it to Worthy. That's because he was held up by a 6th Switzerland foul.
Both teams, again, have not adjusted to the way the referees are calling the game.
I'm going to start holding my nose soon. This game is foul. First 3 minutes. No, I'm not showing myself out. Wait 1 second. I'll be back. Go ahead. You can do it without me.
Okay.
5-1. Dimes. 2-piece. Oh, brother to brother. The Swiss bros share the Wilson. Nothing Worthy could do with the size of Swiss Khalifa.
There's that 7th foul. Again, the Swiss have now had a taste for the first 3 minutes and 15 seconds of what the referees are putting out there as far as the line in this game, and they just don't care. They're going to keep being physical.
They refuse to adjust, and not often you see a team in the penalty before the first media timeout. It's ridiculous.
I told you, 10 fouls per game on average on the Swiss, and they could very well exceed that here in the game against the Netherlands.
Need some cyber security to prevent all this hacking. Jurkovic getting that score on the inside. And while Switzerland do lead by 5, considering the foul situation, I'd say Netherlands have the advantage, even trailing.
Yes, because they can get to the free throw line every single time. And if not, Worthy's going to get free for a lot of points at the basket.
Hype at the strike. He will convert the first of 2. Second one on the way, same result, 6-3. The only way the Swiss can mitigate this foul situation is by scoring points in bunches. I'm not sure they have that much offense. We'll find out. Jurkovic, Swiss Khalifa. He will attack Dreesen. Lofts it up and does not hit anything. Be smooth, takes his time, still no good.
That was a shot he was hitting in their previous 2 pool games, right? 50% from 2. Hesitated on that attempt, Be Smooth.
Duma's getting up to get down. They keep the Netherlands at bay. On the baseline, give me those. Zadi with the thievery. Thomas gets his way inside and makes it 8-3. Oh, a beautiful entry pass from Dimes.
The Swiss so far, playing their size game, working that to their advantage.
That one's stolen away now. Big Drizzy to Dimes. Mayo out to Worthy. So that's Mayo to De Jong Muster.
Shooter shoot. He saw the first 2 rim out, kept his confidence, and now hits a 2 to bring the Netherlands back within a possession.
You knew it was just a matter of time. Netherlands offense is going to eventually wake up, and they've trimmed the lead down to 2. It was a 6-1 start for the Swiss. And now Be Smooth. He will lose that one out of bounds.
That ain't so smooth.
No, former Gonzaga hooper. He's found a home in 3x3 now.
Think about this. Part of the Netherlands going forward into that LA Olympics. And he's from LA. Dutch passport, obviously.
That is true. How special would that be to play at home in the Olympics? LA 2028.
I can only imagine. I've only played a Europe Cup at home, and that was difficult but very special.
A lot of ball to be played between now and then. 8-6. Worthy, De Jong, no sir. Wide open is Swiss Khalifa. He will attack the rack refuse to shoot the 2 for some reason. They do get a 1-point score out of the deal. Dimes being pestered, redirected, going east to west, kicked out, Worthy. He airmails that. Be smooth, can't get it, shot clock violation.
I think in a couple of these possessions, the Dutch could have gone to the basket on a secondary attempt, right? They draw the defense in, they kick it out. The shots are contested. Why not drive a second time?
That's a good question. I was wondering the same thing. I can't answer. 9'6", Dubas. Not the best ball handler you will find. And they don't get a clean look. Still, the lead belongs to the Swiss as Be Smooth broke on the J.
And again, Swiss have just controlled the glass. They're taller, they're more athletic than the Dutch, and they have controlled the rebound game, getting the stops finished, right? So if you play good defense or if the Netherlands miss a shot, you want to finish out the possession. They've done just that.
3:51 left, and let's be honest, an ugly game.
Very.
I mean, it's 9-6, and the door is open. And there's the most decorated player in the game, Dejan Majstorovic of Team Serbia. Him and his squad checking out the action today after going 2-0 yesterday. Nemanja Barac with, actually 1-1 yesterday, excuse me. They lost to Australia.
Yep.
Barac with maybe the top highlight of the day.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that yam on Stipe. That was something sick.
What'd you say?
I said, Stithis get stitches.
That was a great goal.
Doc Strange, Coach Stero. Shout out to them. Kicked out. Be Smooth, cross court. Big Drizzy to Height. De Jong. Working on Swiss Khalifa, picked his pocket. Worthy upset, thought he should have got a foul. How about Drizzy there to save the day again? Be Smooth, bottoms.
The intangibles for Jan Dries are incredible, right? He's playing defense against 2 players, manages to get a steal, gets his teammate an open look at 2 as well.
This was while Worthy was upset about the non-call. Dreesen fended off 2 Swiss players. It's 9-9. Under 3 to go, and a whistle.
I think that's the 7th foul on the Dutch. Worthy gets hit with a warning. But you can see BA are holding on to Jurkovic, trying to prevent that roll to the basket. It's going to cost him 2 free throws.
Jurkovic, though, typically struggles at the charity stripe.
He's got really all long arms, and that makes it very hard to get good shooting for him.
Well, they need to stop the bleeding, and that will help the cause.
Form is pure.
Nice stroke. See if he can pull off a repeat performance and give Switzerland a 2-point lead. He can indeed. 11-9. Alberts, that's back-to-back. Butter from the right wing this time. 11-11. This game is neutral, just how the Swiss like it. They take the lead now.
Okay. Did not see that one coming.
It was clever. Meantime, Albert's given a whole new definition to heat stroke. That's 3 twos in a row for Be Smooth.
And a good defensive stop.
Jurkovic drops it off. Kazadi converts it, dead even again. 13-13. Drizzy, get the ball to Be Smooth and get out of the way. Oh, never mind. Swiss Khalifa, yeah! Drizzy didn't want no smoke.
He was stuck behind Dubas.
Swiss Khalifa coming through. He ain't honking the horn. You better move.
Quick transition from the Swiss, though. We've seen it a couple of times here. Jurkovic broke up the last 2 Dutch plays with his long arms and his quick hands. Leads to a couple of easy buckets for him and Kazadi. 14-13. Both teams in the penalty. 7 fouls apiece.
Who can execute the rest of the way?
It all depends on if the Dutch can speed the game up a little bit. The Swiss have done a great job making this a slow, grindy contest.
Round two, De Jong up top. Dimes with the cleanest look he'll get all game. It'll ricochet off iron. Back into Worthy's hands. And he will miss the layup. Over to Dimes, too strong on the floaty. Worthy with the quick hands. He'll poke it away. Did he save that? It's red ball. That was close.
Those are two expensive misses. We got a minute 36 on the clock, and the Dutch get good looks. Worthy had a nice layup attempt there. Dimes with a floaty that he usually hits. Not the sharpest game from the Netherlands.
Buck 36 to go. Worthy continuing to be a pest, a nuisance defensively. And that'll leave 9 seconds for Jurkovic and his brother, along with Kazadi, to work with. What was that?
Stuck between a shot and a pass, I say.
That was just a disastrous possession for Switzerland. And Netherlands having some trouble putting things together themselves. Worthy to Dreesen, minute 20. But this is usually the time where Worthy starts to shine. Late in games, Worthy playing with his food, scrumptious. 15-14, he finally gets a two-piece to drop. Up top, no. Swiss Khalifa, Worthy goes down. He took a shot in the face and poked in the eye, it seems. Worthy in some real pain. So you look back at that connection. Worthy upset. And also shaken up.
I don't get why the referees are not taking a look at this.
I think they should.
Oh, here we go.
Well, he's back to his normal self. Worthy's back, telling us how to broadcast.
Referee Chajadine, just nothing going on here. Gives the ball to Switzerland.
Hey, Worthy should try acting after this 3x3 thing.
Yeah.
He sold the heck out of that to me.
Yep.
Drama King. That's what we'll start calling him. 15-15. But in all seriousness, glad that he wasn't seriously hurt. A 15-15 tie right now. This game is tighter than Whitey's. 15 up. 34 seconds. Worthy. Crossover. Up fake. Cross court. Big Drizzy. Is he going to shoot those? A rare. Yeah, rare two-point attempt from Dreesen. That one is swatted out. This one will be decided in the next 19 seconds.
We've seen the Dutch in 2 clutch games already. Let's see what they do with their third.
Kazadi. He will penetrate. Alberts with the defense was not in the mood for company. It's given up quickly. Dubas elevates in the final 5 seconds. And Switzerland are a few ticks away from pulling off a massive win. Look at the defensive play, the steal and the deal. And JD puts Switzerland up 16-15. But Worthy De Jong has 2.5 seconds. All you got to do is look back at his first day of action where he had 2 game winners. Boz, is he going to make it 3 for 3?
He could. Look, we've seen him hit this so many times. One of the most, if not the most clutch performer in 3x3 history, I'd say.
De Jong deflected. That was definitely deflected. So they're still going to have about a second to shoot.
Problem is they have a second to shoot. Worthy's going to want to take that shot, but the long arms of Jurkovic will get in the way. The man is hyper athletic. He can jump. He's got a wingspan bigger than the pterodactyls. That's going to be a very difficult look. I know you. Yeah. See, there's that smile.
You caught me reading the note. I heard wingspan longer than a pterodactyl. I think it rivals one.
Mm.
They're going to see how much time needs to be on the clock.
Besides the fact that the Dutch challenges, because look, officially it was given to Switzerland. The call on the floor is Switzerland ball.
Wow. So first you got to overcome the out of bounds challenge.
Mm-hmm.
Last I saw would be 0.8. And I don't know if that's enough time for even Worthy with the heroics that he has to make something happen. Netherlands in jeopardy of suffering their first loss. Survived one against Great Britain. And just the physicality, challenge is lost.
You know, this
challenge is lost.
Not only does it spell a run to maybe the round of 16 for the Dutch if they lose here, it spells disaster for Lithuania, because if they tie the Dutch, they lost that game, they're out of contention. The Lithuania can only get the 2 wins.
That's true. That picture's starting to come together. I hadn't thought about that yet. Netherlands lose it. That ball thrown up in the air, and how about the Swiss? Despite foul issues, they win a low score against the Netherlands. 16-15, the final, a frustrating 10-minute sprint for the Dutch.
Look, credits to Switzerland for making this a slow game, right? A game of ones, a game of grinds. They controlled the glass. They played it to their strength, to their speed. I like that. I'm still very confused about that last challenge, though.